County, it's Kirsten. I'm here with Miss Sights, your Blue Unit principal, and I'm asking her about retirement. So Miss Sights, what made you want to teach?
A number of things. I was a nerd, still am, but I'm proud of it. So I always loved school. I played school when I was growing up. I went to Bengate. Back then we were the Bengate Rebels, and I always tried to help the teachers, and I would help them grade papers. If they had extra papers, I would take them home and play with them. I was just, kind of geeky like that.
That's not a bad thing.
No, and I've always loved learning. I always loved to read, probably because of my parents, obviously, but also my fourth grade teacher read us the Boxcar Children, and they were such good stories, and it just kind of hooked me. And then when I was out here as a colonel, my 10th grade English teacher, Brenda Owen, had laryngitis one day, and so she asked me to read the short story, The Scarlet Ibis, which is fabulous short story, and I cry every time I used to teach it. I would cry. So good. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. So she had me read that, and that just hooked me even more, and I just knew from that point, I just always knew I wanted to teach. I don't really know. I don't know. I just liked it.
That's awesome.
And I loved English, and so that was my thing, and that's what I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What made you want to teach at Henderson County specifically?
I grew up in Henderson. I've lived here since I was 5, and like I said, I went through all the schools here. I went to Bengate as my elementary, and then it was at a weird time where what is now South was kind of a junior high. No. Let me backtrack. What is now North was kind of a junior high. South was the 9th grade center. So all the freshmen went to what is now South, and 7th and 8th grade went to what is now North. So I went there my 7th and 8th grade year, and then they did away with the 9th grade center. So then I ended up at South as a 9th grader, and then came here because it was 10th, 11th, and 12th at that time. And so because I had gone through this system and loved Henderson, I did go away for college, but then it was my boyfriend at the time, became my husband. Now he's my ex. He was still in college, so I wanted to teach close to where he was while he was finishing. And so I got a job at Woodford County, which is Versailles, between Lexington and Frankfort, and I taught 2 years there. And then we decided to move back here, which I knew I always wanted to come back to Henderson.
Right.
So when I came back to Henderson, I actually got a job at North because it was a junior high. Mm-hmm. So it was 7th, 8th, 9th. I taught 8th and 9th grade English there. And then I had my children. And when I had my children, I decided to stay home. And then when I decided to come back to teaching, I came back here, and there was an opening, and the rest is history. So I just knew I wanted to be in Henderson, and my degree was more upper. It was not elementary. So anyway, I was certified 8 through 12. So I knew I wanted to. I like dealing with older kids. I love little kids, but I wanted to teach older kids.
Yeah.
So
anyway. Yeah. Well, what made you decide to become a principal? What made you want to become a principal?
Everything I did, every time I went back to school, I tried to open a different avenue for myself. So, bachelor's was just so that I could be able to teach. Master's was in English because I also wanted to be able to teach at a community college or USI or something if that opportunity arose. And then for my rank 1, it was in administration in case I wanted to be a principal someday. It's a good thing I did because when I went through my divorce, it was good to have this as an option. And really the main reason I did it, and this sounds awful, but the main reason I left the classroom was because I did need the salary increase because I was a single mom, and I needed it to survive. It was a really difficult decision because I still loved being in the classroom, and I still miss being in the classroom because of those relationships you have with the kids. And but the principal gig has been very interesting. I have learned so much, and it's allowed me to see a different side of school and education and students. And everything I've done in education, I've tried to learn as much as I could.
Yeah.
When I was in the classroom, I taught regular English. I taught Read 180. I taught AP. I taught at the community college. And because I feel like the more you can know about the whole system and how everything works and learn about different levels of learning, I think it just makes you more well-rounded.
Right.
So doing the principal thing, it's there's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
I'm definitely
Lots
sure.
of stories.
So, what are your favorite memories that you have here at County?
Golly.
If you could pick a couple.
Oh, I don't know. Wow.
Any that just stand out?
Oh, so many.
I'm sure.
Both as a student and as a professional here. Probably as a teacher and administrator, I've loved all the cultural things that we've done.
Yeah.
I've always loved the pep assemblies and the dress up and the spirit weeks, just because I feel like it kind of brings us all together, which I wish, if there's one thing, I hope that we can continue to work on that, and so that we all feel accepted and a part of this building, and so that everybody wants to come here and they enjoy coming here, because it can be a really great place, and I think there's a niche for every kind of student. So those things have been fun, like when we've done the themes, like when we walked the red carpet, and when we did the Olympic theme, and we ran with the torch around the gym. So those things are always fun. I love just being where kids are. Like, I've loved coming to the plays and the academic meets and the sporting events. And then I've loved just talking with kids. And because you guys are so creative and you have so many cool ideas, and I think so many times young people are not listened to enough, and they're kind of discounted, or people think, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, or oh, kids are so wild and weird these days. But I think it's really cool to work with kids, because you all are just neat. And I think we learn as much from you all as you all learn from us. And I've just loved the relationships that I have had over the years. It's so cool to run into somebody I taught years ago.
Oh, I bet.
And they remember things that we did in the classroom. I remember when we did Shakespeare and we dressed up and had the Renaissance Fair, or things like that. So it's just a lot. I could go on and on, but
which is awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, what to you makes being like a colonel so special?
A number of things. I think it's neat because we're the only high school in town, and so I feel like from age 5 or 6, when a kid starts school, this is the culminating thing to get here. So it should be an entire community thing, and I think that over the last few years, it has become more of a community thing.
Right.
Especially like when we did the parade last year through town, and I think our new superintendent is going to continue to push that. But I think too, because I went through this school system, my children went through this school system, I think that makes it even more special. Like I know it's cliche, but I really, once a colonel, always a colonel. I mean, I bleed maroon and white. I still have relics in my office of when I was here as a student, and I just think being a colonel is special, and it always will be. I'm proud to wear the maroon and white. I do every chance I get, and I will continue to, even when I'm not working here anymore.
Awesome.
I always want to stay involved. It's special. It's special.
Definitely agree. Well, what are your plans for retirement? Anything special?
No, right now, nothing. I'm going to take a few months just to relax and, spend some time with my own children.
Right.
Spend some time with friends. I'm looking forward to getting up and being able to drink a cup of coffee on my porch and just enjoy.
Nothing.
Yeah, just enjoy, the scenery, and just not have anything on a schedule. Not have to get up at 4:30 or 5 and be here by 7. And I want to exercise. I want to start walking
Right.
more. I live downtown, and so great opportunities to
Right.
walk.
The river walks near.
Yes, I'm looking forward to, just kind of reconnecting with some friends, and I have lots of projects. From those people who know me, they know I always have lots of projects. So I just want to get some things done, and I'll be ready to do something
Right.
part-time at some point.
Right.
I don't know what it will be or when.
Take the time for now.
Yeah, and maybe come back here and sub or
Right,
help
yeah.
with interventions or whatever. If something would open up, I don't know.
That would be cool.
I need my teacher fix probably at some
Yeah.
point, but I don't know. Right now, just gonna chill for a while.
Which,
So,
as you should.
thank
Well
you.
deserved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. All right. Well, thank you, Ms. Sights. So thank you for letting us interview you, taking time out of your busy schedule. We really appreciate it. This was awesome to hear about.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the effort that you all put forth. You
course.
do a really great job with the CCN, and Mr. Fish as well, of course,
you.
having to try to herd you all in.
Oh yeah,
But,
it's a struggle.
I know. You've been mine since your freshman year. I know how you are. But no, thank you guys, and keep
course.
up the good work, and good luck for
Thank
whatever
and
you
good luck
do
for
next.
You. We wish
Thanks.
the best for retirement.
Thank you, and
course.
keep in touch.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll keep touch to your grandmother.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Sights.
Thank you.
Have a good day, County.